I've been fairly intrigued by the name Double Barrel. You know, Nederburg is our key brand that we find all around the world, and one of our best ambassador of South African wine. And the Double Barrel is actually the name that has been selected for the Bordeaux blend. Therefore, you will have mostly Cabernet Sauvignon, which is one of the key cultivars of Bordeaux, mostly the left bank, but as well Cabernet Franc, Merlot, Petit Verdot, and Malbec. I think we've got like 20% Cabernet Franc, which is a fairly high percentage for South Africa. It's a very tricky grape to cultivate. Merlot as well, around 20%, and a dash of Petit Verdot and Malbec. However, Petit Verdot can be, even at 5%, can mean a lot in a blend. So what do you have in your glass, Cathy, for the Nederburg Double Barrel Reserve 2020?
Well, there's lots of black fruit in the glass. Different black fruits, not pure cassis, more black berries than cassis. A little bit of black plums. And then I think because we've got almost 70% of the blend coming from Cab and Cabernet Franc, you do have this leafy top note, almost a herbaceous tone to the bouquet, and it follows through onto the palate. And then for me, I'm getting a marker, which is really quite strange, but I'm going to mention it as a marker for the tasters, is molasses, almost bordering on pure molasses. So not your golden syrup, folk. This is a slightly more savory.
It is very savory.
Very savory, almost dark, black, sweet kind of tone to it. And that potentially could come from the double barrel. Who knows?
Clearly it's an oaked wine.
Clearly it's an oaked wine. And the palate has got this lovely fruitful middle, but then the tannins are quite drying towards the finish. However, just before the tannins and the dryness becomes offensive, it's just padded out, rounded out by a little bit of sugar.
I agree with most of the definition you are giving, and yes, for me the molasses is as well leading in more complex spices. I found a touch of licorice, I found a touch of nutmeg as well on that wine, and yes, on the finish you got this infused herbal component. Yeah, 70% Cabernet between Cabernet Franc and Cabernet Sauvignon is a marker on that wine that somehow is wrapped into a rounder package, but when you drink the wine, you can feel the power. It's a powerful wine, and within the oak, you still have this very powerful fruit, which is sustained by many spices, and yes, a hint of black pepper, but mostly licorice, nutmeg, and molasses.
I got the licorice too on the finish. Most definitely a licorice tone to the finish.
Nederburg Double Barrel Reserve 2020, a blend of Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, Malbec, Merlot, Malbec, and Petit Verdot. Classic Bordeaux blend, classic brand, and enjoy it classically. Thank you.